guys, it's Emmeline.
Oh, that part's too loud.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I am a beauty, fashion, lifestyle vlog YouTuber, and if you like those kind of things, make sure to stick around and subscribe right down below. But today I wanted to sit down and talk about some of the summer trends that we have been seeing going on, and kind of like those things you'll definitely be seeing going into the fall. So I wanted to sit down and kind of do a little trend forecast of the summer, even though we're about halfway through the summer, so we've seen it all. But also this is more also like a lot of the high-end stuff, so a lot of the high-end stuff isn't in stores till a couple of seasons after of it being on the runways. So I feel like I'm a pretty qualified person to talk about this because I did go to Fashion Week in fall of September of 2018, which is when they show spring summer looks for 2019, so it was SS19. And then also just kind of like the things that I've seen on magazines online, so when I'm shopping online, which I do a lot of, a little bit too much of. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right into the video. So the first trend I want to talk about is just overall 90s, like 90s and early 2000s. And this is just such a fun trend in my opinion for me, because I was a kid in the early 2000s. I was born in 2000, and so around the time when I was like 4 or 5, I really remember a lot of these trends and wearing them. And like I was going through pictures the other day, and I just have to like make myself laugh because I look at something and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing that right now. Like little butterflies and cute like the color schemes and everything. So some of like the big 90s things I've seen, it's like a lot more with accessories. Like obviously like you'll see it in some clothing, but it's big in the accessories, like hair accessories, like the like little butterfly clips, the hair clip. I'll insert some like pictures along, like so you know what I'm talking about as well. And then another really big thing is like shoulder bags, like Prada shoulder bag, the Fendi baguette bags. If you're super into fashion, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Those have been making their way onto the runways big time, and then you see like people like the Real selling them, and those are like their #1 big sold items are the shoulder bags. And then also such as like Jacquemus, it's a little bit more of a modern spin on it. Like they're really like really tiny mini bags. So like going off the shoulder bags, just smaller bags in general are super in style. And then also like miniature sunglasses that are like more of like a boxy shape, as well as those micro sunglasses that were really in style also last summer. But then like I feel like especially this summer it's a little bit more of a chunkier style, if you know what I'm talking about. I think that is very much drawn from like the early 2000s. Like you see like Rachel Green wearing them on Friends. Like I also feel like this season we've really heavily, just like from the 90s, we pull a lot of our inspiration from the entertainment industry during that time, such as like Britney Spears, the Spice Girls, Justin Timberlake, Backstreet Boys, Friends. What are some other shows? Clueless, Mean Girls, and a lot of other shows like that. I feel like we pull a lot of our inspiration from. Not as much for Halloween costumes anymore, but day-to-day life. So if you're wanting to dip your toe into this like little 90s trend, I feel like a great place to start and a very affordable place to start is Brandy Melville. I used to be someone who just didn't shop there because every other teenage girl was wearing their clothes, but if you style it correctly, it can definitely be a really awesome fit that's like very casual, but like definitely put some effort in. Like for instance, like I'm wearing this little cardigan, which I love. It's like a crop cardigan, and like I do it where I only have like a few buttons buttoned, and like it like almost comes across as a like a crop top. And then like I'm wearing this cute little like satin midi skirt, and it definitely follows that early 2000s trend. And so I have a lot of great basics from them. Like I love their cute little tank tops, and you can throw blazers over top of it. So like a lot of their basics are really great to have in your wardrobe, and they definitely follow that trend of the early 2000s. So if you definitely want to check out them. Like, obviously this is not like sponsored or anything. I just love them, and I've been shopping there a lot this summer, and it's so affordable. Like a tank top's like $12, sweater might be like $30. Skirts and dresses are anywhere from like $20 to $30. So very, very affordable, especially when you're on a budget like me and is going to be a college student. And then going off the 90s, another big era I've really been seeing is the late 70s. And I feel like a really big trend that we have been pulling from is tie-dye. I've seen it in so many different shapes and forms, whether it's on denim, t-shirts, tank tops, socks, jackets, I mean all over the place. And what I love most about this trend is, like, yeah, they're selling it on Zara for super expensive, but it's just as easy to DIY. Like, I went the other day to Goodwill and I found this super cute cable knit sweater, and I kind of like copied this picture right here. I made this cute little cropped sweater. I still need to wash it. It was hanging in the laundry room, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more muted. But look how cute this is. I made this for, like, the tie-dye kit was like $5, and then this sweater was probably like $5, so I made this in total for $10, if even less. And this would probably be sold at like what, Urban Outfitters, because I work there and there's a tie-dye sweater there, and it was probably like $50 to $4, and this was $10. Custom made by Emmeline. So I think it's so cute. I love the trend. I think it's a great way to add a little pop of color into your wardrobe, especially if you're someone who just really likes neutral colors. You could wear this with, like, for instance, like this black skirt with some denim. There's so many ways you can style it, and it just throws a little color into your wardrobe. So another big trend I would have to say is cargo and utility. And I feel like I saw this a lot for menswear, but then it would go on and inspire women's wear. So I saw it a lot on the runways this past season for Louis Vuitton menswear with Virgil Abloh, but I kind of got inspired by it, and I got some really cool like cargo denim jeans from Urban Outfitters. I have these jeans, and like they have like the cargo trend going for them, but then they're also super simple and you can style them in so many ways. So I feel like I've definitely dabbled in each one of these trends in my own way, especially the 90s one. Like, my style is heavily inspired by the 90s and the early 2000s, but I feel like just like finding one piece that you really like from the trend is a great way to kind of like see like what you like and also find your own personal style. Like for me, the cargo and utility trend, I wasn't a huge fan of like the bag that was going on, but like I think the like construction worker side of it was really cool, and I styled this the other day when taking pictures with this cute little like halter top, really bright pink with some really cute pink heels, and it was a fit. So yeah, just like kind of going over that, like that was a very like heavily men's wear style trend, but you can take a very high-end style trend and make it very day-to-day, which is what I usually tend to do because my style is a lot more casual but also chic, and then more like day-to-day kind of way that you can wear. Another thing I saw everywhere, I mean everywhere, when I say it, I just mean everywhere, on the runways, magazines, online, was Bermuda shorts. So like I definitely feel like 2 years ago it was all about the booty shorts. Last year they got a little bit longer, about mid-thigh, and now it's like all about the ones that are like right above your knee or even at your knee. I've seen these anywhere from jeans to suiting to like biker shorts, and I think they're so cute because you can wear like an oversized sweater or t-shirt with them, as well as like a tank top with a blazer. So many ways you can style it, and I think the balance of like shorter tops and longer is a really cool balance. Like for me, how I kind of like dabbled in it is I got these really cool denim shorts like that are longer, and I love to wear it with my tank tops and some chunky sneakers, even throw an oversized blazer over top, layer some necklaces, and I just think it's like a really cool way to like balance out the like lengths of your clothing. I love this trend. It's definitely not for everyone, but there's so many ways you can try it out because it's made in basically every material you could ever think of. Another big trend I think is boiler suits. I think like what was really cool, I've always been into the like Glossier suits. Like I've always just wanted to work at Glossier just so I could have a pink suit. It's like the holy grail of Glossier. But to see this on the runways is really cool, and there's so many ways of wearing it. I definitely think this trend will be going into the fall, because I feel like a lot in the summer people are wearing it in more of a romper style, such as like this picture right here I saw on Sophie Sucan, I think that's her name, her Instagram the other day, and it is definitely the boiler style but more of a summer version. And I think going into the fall they'll be more like long sleeve, and you can like roll them up. You can even like wear a tank top and like untie it and then like tie it around your waist as like a pant. I think there's so many ways you could style it. It's such a cute little trend, and I really think it also kind of complements the whole utility and cargo work style trend, which I just love, because I think it's so cool how fashion's not just becoming blazers and very couture and like something you can't really touch unless you're very wealthy, but it's like something that just everyone can get their hands on, because like this is just a lot of these things you can go to the thrift store and find, because it's from other eras from behind us, and so obviously those are at the thrift stores because it's older pieces of clothing that people don't want to wear anymore. And then next I kind of just want to overall run down like the really major colors of this season. To start out, this one obviously is my favorite. It's like lavender and lilac colors. Literally the other day when I went to work, I wasn't even trying. I wore this like lavender like short sleeve like striped t-shirt that I got at the thrift store the other day, and then some jeans, and then my sneakers. I got these new chunky sneakers and they have like a little touch of lilac on them, which I thought was cute. But then I also had a lilac scrunchie in my hair. My water bottle is lilac. I have a little pom-pom on my keys that is lilac, so obviously this is a favorite color of mine for the summer. And I just think it's so fun and it's so girly, and you can even style it going into the winter because you can style it with black rather than like creams and denim, which I definitely feel like it makes it more of like a year-round color to even add a pop in your wardrobe when it gets colder outside, because I definitely need those pops of color in my wardrobe to keep me happy throughout the winter, because the winter is usually very gloomy and cold, and so you just want to wear black and gray all the time. So the next big color is like mint and pistachio, which I love, and I saw all over the runways, as well as many other colors, which I love because it wasn't just all neutrals. But I love this color because it basically does act as a neutral, but then can be a pop of color in your wardrobe. And so I think it's so cute to wear with denim, and you can wear it with basically every single color. I think it will even be a color that will go into the fall, because a lot of us like to wear that army green in the fall, but this color I think is going to be the new army green. And then lastly is the color yellow. Definitely I feel like with yellows you have to find the right shade for your skin tone and hair color. It can be kind of hard for me. I definitely feel like it's like that brighter yellow, but for other people it might be more of a muted yellow. But just overall the color of yellow is very in, and definitely, for in my opinion, just screams summer and spring with all these pastel colors, because I for one have always been a pink girl, but like just being able to like branch out a little bit has been a lot of fun this summer. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed just kind of getting a little rundown from me of what I think are some really big trends going on. Obviously there are a lot of other ones. I could go on and on and on for hours of all the trends that I could even see going on in the future, as well as even more trends that have been going on this year. But I just think these are like the really big main trends. I really think we are also going to be seeing being moved into the other seasons and not just staying in the summer. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, because I would love to know if you want to see more videos like this for each season, or if you want to see me forecasting things for the next year. So just let me know. I really enjoy doing these kind of things. I think it's such a cool little side to the industry. And don't forget to again subscribe right down below if you do enjoy videos like this, and turn on my post notification bell so you can get notified every time that I post. Also check out all my social media links right down below, as I am on there all the time. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys very soon. Ta-ta!